There's a lot of people talking shit about whether or not Joe Biden should step aside or drop out of the presidential race. Everybody has predictions. Everybody's sure they know what's going to happen. But I will tell you this. Nobody knows shit, including me. Nobody really knows anything. And the only person that's going to make the decision as to whether or not Joe Biden steps aside is Joe Biden. Remember when Joe Biden was first elected president, he said he was going to be a transitional president, which meant he was only going to serve one term. It wasn't until he found out that Donald Trump was running again that he decided to run again, because he figured, I beat him the first time, maybe I'm the only one that can beat him the second time. His goal was to keep Donald Trump out of the presidency. So the question is, does he step aside for whatever reason? Well, Joe's only going to step aside if he sees somebody else having a better chance at beating Donald Trump. The question is, who is that? Now, I know there's a lot of potential candidates in Congress right now, some good ones. But are they good enough to get ramped up in 4 months for the election? Will they be able to collect enough money to do anything? And whoever they pick, what are the odds that the Republicans are going to find some minute little thing and turn it into an exaggerated scandal and sink it for this new person? There's a lot of things to consider. Joe Biden may not be the optimal candidate at this point, but at this moment, he's the safest bet, with all the other things considered. Joe Biden might decide, I'll step aside. I'd be surprised if he does, but he might. But then we better hope, as Democrats, all these people hoping that he steps aside, we better have the right fucking candidate. Because if that candidate can't beat Donald Trump, you fucked up big time and you cost us our country. This isn't an easy decision. This is something to think about, instead of just getting panicky and saying, oh, Joe was slow, so we got to put in this guy or this woman. As I say, there are good possible candidates, but you're putting them under duress. You're saying you're going to run for the president, and you only got 4 months to put together a campaign, collect money, and fight against anything the Republicans bring up against you. There's a lot to consider here. And thankfully, the only person that can make that decision is Joe Biden. All the pundits, all the politicians, all the reps, they can say whatever they want. But nothing's going to change. Joe Biden's either going to stay or go, and it's going to be his decision.